Hi everyone, my name is Emily and today we are practicing some gentle stretches to do in bed when you're stuck in bed or you don't want to get out of bed. These are really simple, really gentle, and you can also adjust as needed for your body. I've removed the pillows on my bed just so I can have more space and I can lie flat. But if you do need some support under your head, then you can grab a pillow. Come onto your back. Chances are, if you're in bed, you're already on your back. You can actually do these first couple of movements in any position, starting with finger and toe scrunches. Opening up and closing a few times back and forth. Let's turn that into rotations for the hands and feet. Switch directions. Next, let's bring the right knee into the chest. You can hold in front of the leg or underneath. Stay here for a moment. You can add some movement to your foot with circles or pointing and flexing, or stay relaxed. Start moving your right knee side to side. Focus on any sensation in your right hip. Some people like to do circles. I prefer just to sway side to side. And after a bit of movement there, we're going to do tree pose while on the back. Bring your foot down with the knee bent and let the knee move out to the side. And we'll bring the arms out 90 degrees if you have space, 45 degrees if you don't. You can also do a cactus with the elbows out. My arm is floating off here, so I'm going to stay at 45 degrees. Take one more deep breath. And to come out of this position, you can either slide the leg forward or bring the knee up first and then slide the leg forward. Switch to the left. Bend your left knee, pull it in towards your body, and stay in one position for a moment. Whatever you did on the first side, try to mirror that on the second side. So if you were doing a lot of movements with the right foot, you can do that here as well. Let's mobilize the hip by moving the knee, either left and right or in small circles. Then bring your foot down to tree pose with the knee out to the side. Arms out as well. And again, we can either slide the leg forward right away from this position or bring your knee up first and then slide the heel forward. Great. Let's bring the arms up overhead. If you have space beyond your head, you can do that as well. Point your toes. And then we'll bend both knees and cross the right ankle over the left knee, over the left knee. To stretch here in our figure 4 position, you can press the right leg away from you. Try to press more against the thigh than on the knee. Or the second option is to pull the left leg in towards the body. I'm keeping my right foot flexed and my left foot relaxed. When you keep the right foot flexed in this position, it holds the knee in a more stable position. And that's why we do that. Take one more breath here. And slowly bring the left foot down, the right foot down, and switch. Left ankle crosses over. And do what you did on the first side if you can. So we either press the left leg away or pull the right leg in, keeping the left foot flexed. Right foot can be flexed as well, or you can keep it relaxed. Release. Bring both feet down, and we're going to roll over onto the belly. Come into Sphinx pose with the elbows under your shoulders. Roll the shoulders back. If this is a lot for you, you can bring the elbows forward so the arch isn't as big. You can also bring the elbows back. That requires a little bit more effort. I'm going to stay with the elbows under the shoulders and focus on pulling the belly button up a little bit and the heart forward. In this position, when you're on the floor, you might feel that the stretch is a little bit different. So generally here, the hips will sink down into the bed, into the mattress a little bit more. And so you might feel a deeper curve in the low back. If that's bothering you, adjust as needed. Okay, release. Lie down completely with your head on your hands. I'm being mindful of my microphone here. I don't want to cause any interference. But we're going to leave the head on the left hand and bend the right knee. Catch the foot. You can use a strap, a belt, a scarf to hold on to that right foot and pull it closer to the body for a quad stretch. If you don't feel any stretch here, try squeezing the right glute and pressing the hips down into the mattress. Release that leg. Switch to the other side. Again, completely relaxing the upper body down. Head on the right hand. Grab your left foot with your left hand and breathe. If you notice that your knees are not touching, they're far away from each other, try to bring the knees closer. That will also intensify the stretch. Release your left foot. And we're going to come into a seated position. Now you can sit however it's comfortable for you. We're really focusing on the spinal movements here. And if sitting isn't comfortable, you can kneel in tabletop instead. So on the hands and on the knees. If you're sitting, you can have the feet out to the sides, crossed like me. You can also put a pillow under your hips so your hips are a little bit higher. That's generally more comfortable. Let's start with some cat and cow, or since these are seated, I'm going to call them kitten calves, just the mini version of that. Starting with very small movements, moving in extension and flexion of the spine. So let's inhale into cow or calf. Look up, pull the heart forward. Exhale into cat or kitten. Draw the belly back and the chin down. Inhale, body forward, look up. Exhale, draw the body back and look down. With each repetition, feel free to make the movement a little bit larger. Now we'll move the body side to side, lateral flexion. So you can bring the right hand down for support, bring your left hand to your head, bend it over to the right. Exhale, inhale, lift up, switch. Exhale to the side, inhale, lift up. It's easy to try to bend forward when we do these. So try to stick to the side. It helps if you imagine your elbow falling back against a wall behind you. Let's do one more on each side. And now I'll lie down on the back again. For this next stretch, I recommend using a strap or a belt. So I'm going to grab one right now. Okay, I have my scarf with me today. We're going to bend the left knee and bring the right foot up. Loop your prop, whatever you're using, under the right foot. We're going to use it as an extension of our arms. Make sure your shoulders are relatively relaxed and touching the bed. And try to breathe deeply. If you want to intensify the stretch, you can extend the bottom leg forward. And keep both feet flexed, both knees straight. Or the top knee straight, bottom knee can be straight or bent. This position is called Supta Hasta Padangusthasana. Very commonly it's abbreviated to SHPG. Bend at the bottom knee if it's straight. Bring the right foot down. Take a breath. And we'll do the other side. This can be intense, so if you're not feeling up for it, you can skip this position. And again, if possible, Do the same thing on the second side that you did on the first side. So feet are flexed, top knee is straight, bottom knee can stay bent or also straighten out. And focus on the stretch on the back of the leg. You might feel it more in the calf or in the hamstrings, or you might feel it along the whole back of the leg. Just pay attention that you're not feeling any sharp shooting pain. Let's take one more breath here. Bend your right knee, your left knee. Bring the foot down. You can place your prop off to the side. We don't need it anymore because we just have twists and shavasana left. Bring your arms out into cactus if you can. So if you have the space, bring your feet out wide, drop both knees over to the left, and turn your head to the right. And bring your knees up and over to the right. Turn your head to the left. Just let your head roll over. Bring your knees back up, your head to center. If you'd like, you can hug your knees into your chest, or if you're ready for Shavasana, extend your legs forward. We'll do a quick full body relaxation. Keep your palms up by your sides. You can tuck your shoulders back to open up the chest a bit. Take a deep breath, and on your exhale, allow yourself to sink down into your bed. Relax your toes and feet, your ankles, calves, your upper legs. Relax all the muscles around your pelvis, your belly and your back, your rib cage. Relax your fingers, palms, forearms, your upper arms and shoulders. Relax your neck, jaw, lips and cheeks, eyes and forehead. That concludes our practice for today. Feel free to stay in Shavasana as long as you'd like. And I wish you a speedy recovery.